The ocean, a vast, unknowable expanse covering over 70 of our planet. For centuries, humanity has gazed upon its surface, fascinated by its power and its beauty. But beneath the waves, in the crushing depths where sunlight fears to tread, lies a world so alien, so immense, that our imaginations struggle to comprehend it. We have explored less than 5% of the deep sea. That's right, less than 5%. This largely uncharted realm holds secrets beyond our wildest dreams and nightmares. It is a place of unimaginable pressure, eternal darkness, and creatures so bizarre they seem to defy the very laws of life. But it's not just the biology that's unsettling. The deep sea also harbors mysteries that challenge our understanding of history, science, and perhaps even reality itself. These are not simple shipwrecks or lost treasures. These are disturbing enigmas, ancient puzzles swallowed by the abyss, leaving behind only tantalizing clues and chilling questions. They hint at forces and intelligences far beyond our grasp, lurking in the cold, silent void. Tonight, we plunge into the black to explore 4 disturbing deep-sea mysteries that remain utterly unsolved. Prepare to have your perception of the ocean, and perhaps the world, profoundly shaken. Imagine a sound so loud, so vast, that it resonated across thousands of miles of ocean. A sound so powerful that it was picked up by hydrophones placed far apart in the Pacific Ocean, instruments designed to detect quiet seismic activity and the calls of whales. This isn't the rumbling of an earthquake or the blast of a volcanic eruption. This was something else entirely. This was the bloop. It was the summer of 1997. Scientists at the U.S. National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration, or NOAA, were routinely monitoring an array of hydrophones, underwater microphones, specifically designed to listen for deep ocean sounds. This particular array, known as the Equatorial Pacific Ocean Autonomous Hydrophone Array, was spread across a huge area, designed to pick up subtle sounds from the deep. On several occasions, between May and September of that year, their instruments registered an ultra-low frequency, high-amplitude underwater sound. It lasted for about a minute, rising rapidly in frequency, and then fading away. It was incredibly powerful, detected by sensors more than 5,000 kilometers apart. The team, led by Dr. Christopher Fox, was baffled. They had heard many ocean sounds: whale calls, icebergs groaning, submarine activity, volcanic tremors. But this was unlike anything they had ever encountered. The bloop's acoustic signature, its unique waveform, bore characteristics of an animate being. It wasn't seismic. It wasn't artificial. It was organic. But what kind of organism could produce a sound of such magnitude? To put it into perspective, even the largest known animal on Earth, the blue whale, could not produce a sound so loud that it could be heard across 5,000 kilometers of ocean. The bloop was far more powerful than any whale vocalization. The implications were chilling. If the bloop was biological, it suggested an animal of colossal size, far larger than any creature we currently know to exist. An animal so enormous it could dwarf even the largest whales. The deep ocean, with its vast, unexplored trenches and its crushing pressures, is the perfect hiding place for such a leviathan. Could this be evidence of a truly monstrous, unknown deep-sea creature? A real-life Kraken or Cthulhu, lurking in the abyssal plains? NOAA's official stance, eventually, was that the bloop likely came from the fracturing of icebergs in Antarctica, specifically from ice quakes where ice breaks off large glaciers. They claim the spectrographic analysis of ice quakes shares some similarities with the bloop, but many remain unconvinced. The precise, almost intelligent-sounding waveform of the bloop doesn't perfectly match the chaotic rumble of an iceberg. Furthermore, the location of the sound was in the equatorial Pacific, thousands of miles from the polar regions where such ice quakes are prevalent. And why did it stop in 1997? Was it a one-time event, or did the creature simply move on, or perhaps die? The bloop remains a tantalizing whisper from the deep, a sound that hints at an unimaginable scale of life, a creature so vast and powerful that it challenges our very understanding of the natural world. It begs the question, what else is down there, listening, and perhaps still blooping in the endless darkness? In 2011, a team of Swedish oceanographers and treasure hunters, known as OceanX Team, were exploring the floor of the Baltic Sea between Sweden and Finland. They were looking for sunken treasures and shipwrecks using side-scan sonar. What they found, however, was something far stranger, something that defied any logical explanation: a massive, perfectly circular object resting on the seabed. The sonar image showed an enormous disc-shaped object, approximately 60 meters, 200 feet, in diameter, and about 8 meters, 26 feet, thick. It had a long, 400-meter, 1,300-foot drag mark behind it, suggesting it had moved along the seabed before coming to rest. But it wasn't just its size or shape that was unusual. The object appeared to be perfectly symmetrical, with incredibly smooth edges, almost manufactured. It looked like something out of a science fiction movie, a giant, sunken spacecraft. When the OceanX team finally managed to get to the anomaly in 2012, using a remotely operated vehicle and divers, their findings only deepened the mystery. Divers described the object as a huge, circular cylinder with rounded sides, embedded partly in the seabed. They reported seeing perfectly straight walls and right angles, structures that do not occur naturally in geological formations. They also found what appeared to be staircases and corridors. On top of the object, there were strange, soot-like formations, almost like something had been burned. What's more, the team reported that their electronic equipment, satellite phones, cameras, and diving instruments, would mysteriously fail when they got within 200 meters of the anomaly. As soon as they moved away, the equipment would start working again perfectly. This electromagnetic interference further fueled speculation that the object was not natural. Of course, skeptics quickly offered natural explanations. Some suggested it was a basalt rock formation, a natural volcanic rock that can sometimes form unusual shapes. Others thought it might be a glacial deposit, a large rock moved by ancient glaciers. However, these explanations struggle to account for the perfectly circular shape, the straight walls, the apparent corridors, the drag mark, and especially the electromagnetic interference. Natural geological formations do not typically shut down electronic equipment. The OceanX team, after initial enthusiasm and raising funds for further investigation, eventually ran out of resources. After the Baltic Sea anomaly remains largely unexplored and unidentified. Its discoverers maintain that it is unlike any natural formation they have ever encountered. Was it a top-secret Nazi anti-submarine device from World War II, designed to interfere with Allied sonar? An ancient, unknown deep-sea structure from a lost civilization? Or, as many have speculated, something truly extraterrestrial, a crashed UFO from beyond our world, now lying silently in the cold embrace of the Baltic Sea? Whatever it is, the Baltic Sea anomaly sits there, a silent, symmetrical enigma in the darkness, a disturbing testament to the unknown depths. The Mariana Trench, located in the western Pacific Ocean, is the deepest part of the world's oceans and the deepest point on Earth. It plunges to an astounding depth of nearly 11,000 meters or 36,000 feet. The pressure down there is immense, enough to crush almost anything. The temperature is near freezing and no light penetrates. It's a realm that should be utterly desolate, lifeless save for the most resilient of microbial life. So imagine the shock and awe when explorers, venturing into this extreme environment, discovered something that defied all expectations: massive, perfectly geometric footprints on the abyssal plain. This mystery emerged from a series of deep-sea expeditions, particularly those involving advanced submersibles and ROVs capable of withstanding the extreme conditions of the trench. These vehicles, equipped with powerful lights and cameras, have descended into this crushing darkness, revealing otherworldly landscapes. And in some of the most remote, deepest parts of the trench, images have captured a series of perfectly spaced, symmetrical depressions in the soft, silty seabed. These are not random craters or natural undulations. They are distinct, almost impossibly uniform, and appear to march across the abyssal floor in a discernible pattern, like giant footsteps. The sheer scale of these footprints is what makes them so disturbing. Each depression is several meters across, far too large to be made by any known deep-sea creature. There are no known animals that traverse the seafloor in such a deliberate, patterned way at these depths. Even the largest deep-sea creatures we know, gigantic amphipods or elusive colossal squid, do not move in a manner that would leave such distinct, repeated, and geometric marks. Scientists have struggled to explain them. Could they be gas vents or subtle seismic shifts? But if so, why the perfect spacing? Why the clear, distinct pattern that suggests movement? Some have theorized that perhaps an entirely unknown, colossal deep-sea organism, unlike anything we've ever conceived, is responsible. A creature so massive that its weight leaves these imprints as it slowly, deliberately, navigates the absolute bottom of the world. What would such a creature feed on? How would it survive? And why do we never see it? Only the chilling evidence of its passage. And then there's the more unsettling speculation. What if these aren't footprints in the biological sense at all? What if they are the tracks of some immense, unknown deep-sea vehicle? An alien craft, perhaps, or a secret, advanced submersible from a nation we don't know capable of such feats. The sheer depth and isolation of the Mariana Trench make it the perfect place for something truly clandestine to operate, completely unobserved by the rest of humanity. The silence and darkness down there are absolute, guarding secrets that could fundamentally change our understanding of our planet and perhaps even our place in the universe. The Mariana Trench, a place of ultimate pressure and darkness, holds this unsettling puzzle. These footprints are a silent, haunting testament to something colossal, something deliberate, moving across the deepest abyss, leaving behind a trail that asks more questions than it answers, a disturbing echo of an unknown journey. Off the coast of Yonaguni Island, Japan, lies one of the most controversial and baffling underwater structures ever discovered. In 1986, a local diver noticed unusual rock formations with distinct straight lines and sharp angles. What he had stumbled upon was a massive, submerged monument, a series of enormous stone terraces, precise angles, straight lines, sharp corners, and even what appear to be carved steps and pathways. The Yonaguni Monument, as it came to be known, is truly breathtaking. It's a colossal sandstone formation, approximately 100 meters, 330 feet, long and 25 meters, 82 feet, high. Its most striking feature is a perfectly triangular platform, with straight, sharp edges and intricate stepped layers, reminiscent of ancient pyramids or ziggurats. There are also channels, pools, and what some interpret as carved animal figures and symbols. The sheer geometric precision of these features is what makes it so astounding. Geologists generally argue that the Yonaguni Monument is a natural geological formation created by seismic activity, erosion, and natural fracturing of rock. They point to similar rock formations found above sea level in the region and argue that while its features are striking, they can be explained by natural processes over millions of years. However, the opposing argument, championed by marine geologist Masaaki Kimura and others, is equally compelling. Kimura has spent decades studying the site and firmly believes it is an artificial, man-made structure. He points to the overwhelming evidence of perfect right angles, parallel lines, intricate steps, and what appear to be carved roads and drainage systems. He also highlights what look like carved animal and human faces, and a large, flat, circular relief. These features, he argues, cannot be explained by natural erosion alone. If the Yonaguni Monument is indeed man-made, Its existence throws a huge wrench into our understanding of ancient human history. Based on sea levels at the time, the monument would have been above water around 8,000 to 10,000 BC during the last ice age. This would mean it was built by a civilization that predates any known advanced civilization on Earth, such as the Egyptians or Mesopotamians. It would suggest a highly sophisticated culture existed thousands of years before we believed such engineering capabilities were possible. An advanced civilization in Japan 12,000 years ago. It's a claim that challenges the very foundations of archaeology. The implications are chilling. What happened to this ancient civilization? Was it swallowed by the rising seas? Did they possess technology we can't even fathom? Or is it a testament to a lost continent, or an unknown period of human development that has been completely erased from our history books? The debate rages on, with both sides presenting strong arguments, and no definitive consensus has been reached. The Yonaguni Monument sits beneath the waves, a silent, submerged riddle. Is it nature's incredible artistry, or the astonishing legacy of a forgotten, ancient civilization whose secrets now lie buried beneath the ocean, waiting for us to truly understand? It's a disturbing reminder of how little we truly know about our own past, let alone the mysterious depths that hold these secrets. The deep sea, a realm of perpetual darkness and crushing pressure, holds more than just strange creatures and geological wonders. It guards secrets that challenge our scientific understanding, unravel our historical timelines, and spark our deepest fears. From the colossal, unexplained sounds of the bloop to the perfectly symmetrical enigma of the Baltic Sea anomaly, from the vast, deliberate footprints in the Mariana Trench to the ancient, submerged architecture of the Yonaguni Monument. These mysteries remind us just how little we truly know about our own planet. They are unsettling whispers from the abyss, suggesting that perhaps there are forces at work, intelligences that exist, or ancient histories that unfolded, far beyond the comfortable confines of our current knowledge. The next time you look at the ocean, remember what lies beneath that shimmering surface. Remember the vast, unexplored darkness, waiting patiently, silently, to reveal its next disturbing secret. What deep-sea mystery do you find the most unsettling? Let us know in the comments below. If these stories of the unknown depths sent a chill down your spine, please like this video and subscribe for more true horror and unsettling mysteries. Hit that notification bell so you don't miss our next dive into the terrifying unknown. Until then, keep an eye on the surface, but remember, the deepest terrors lurk far, far below.